Let me introduce you to Bossinbound, our boss area only Ironman. The goal is simple, to defeat as many bosses as we can using only the items and experience from their areas. I'm not a bossing expert, and like many of us, I've always used gear as a crutch. Now, I want to test my limits and push past them. From the moment we stepped into the Edgeville dungeon, we've been dealing with a food crisis, but we've been able to overcome this limitation by flinching our enemies, getting equipment upgrades, and unlocking the rapid heal prayer. But we'll still need to figure out how we're going to deal with Obor, this dungeon's boss. We've solved our inventory limitation through abusing RuneScape's death system. We can use our gravestone as a short-term expanded inventory, and Death's office as a long-term deposit box to store up to 120 stackable items. We've also completed one of our major goals. We've landed our first giant key. This key is going to unlock the gate to Obor's lair, and getting a unique for the collection log or finishing all of his combat achievements will unlock a new area. But we've still got a few things to do before we're ready to take him on. Our current goals are getting our magic level to 35 so we can use the strongest version of the Earth Bolt spell, getting our Herblore level to 40 so we can trade an Irrit Leaf to Dr. Jekyll for an agility potion, and reaching level 12 agility by means of random event XP lamps. At that level, we can drink the agility potion across the Edgeville monkey bars, letting us fight Earth Warriors for a Staff of Earth, which would massively improve our odds in the Obor boss battle. This is all easier said than done though. Our best source of runes is Chaos Druids, and to get enough to reach level 35 magic, we're gonna need to kill over 10,000 of them. We also need to bury enough bones to reach level 40 prayer and unlock Protect from missiles for the Obor boss fight. On top of that, we still need to get 28 more lamps to reach level 12 agility, and I don't know if we're gonna get that in time. There's also gonna be this looming presence in the back of my mind this entire grind. My greatest fear down here. Whatever the case, we're stuck down here until we beat Obor, and I have no other path forward but this one. 43 attack. Mind runes. Dude, that's so good. Ooh, it's the fishing one. Nice, that's awesome. This random's the only way we can train fishing for a long time. As long as we've got below 50 magic, we'll be getting fishing XP from this event every single time. If it's higher than that, it's a 50-50 shot that we'll get magic instead. Fishing XP's good though. We need it for bosses in the future, so this is great to get early on. Look at that XP drop. 7 fishing for free? Damn, that's awesome. 27 prayer. 44 attack. Beautiful. I'll take every mind rune I can get. Yes, you love to see it. This is a big one because there it is. Level 2 agility. From here on out, every XP lamp's gonna give us 20 XP instead of 10, which should make this grind go way faster. Ooh, double Snapegrass seeds, that's a good one as well. 45 attack. Puts us at 53 combat. 1 combat level closer to being PK'd in the wildy, can't wait. Ooh, Chaos Runes, and 5 at a time is really good actually. I think I'm gonna keep killing these guys whenever we need to die and store our inventory, just on the off chance we get some more Chaos Runes out of the deal. I don't need Cosmics, I'm never gonna use them. Definitely need the Giant Key. Taking that Marintil. We need to keep one for Jekyll. I think the rest is good. That all goes to the long-term storage. Can't forget to pick up our bronze arrows while we're in the neighborhood. 44 HP. After this inventory, I think I'm probably gonna flip back to the Hill Giants. I gotta remember that this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we've got 10,000 Chaos Druids to kill. Plus, we're gonna need the Giant Keys anyway, and the prayer XP from the big bones is nice. So, I'm gonna do that. The entrance to Obor's lair is unlocked now that we've gotten the first key, and we're able to fight him as often as we want. The real loot from the boss fight isn't from him though. It's from his chest, and that can only be opened by using up a Giant Key after we kill him. There's a lot of really good stuff for us to get from that chest, so we'll for sure be stockpiling a bunch of the keys for whenever we're ready to take him on. Also, Hill Giants drop big bones for better prayer XP, and we need to train that up to unlock the protection prayers. So this is something we're probably gonna have to do anyway. Speaking of prayer, 28. Steel skin. Dude, we already had that. Look at us. Chaos runes, gimme. Ooh, 46 strength and 54 combat. And that's a new max hit with the Iron Simi. Chaos Tally. What are the odds of that one? That is a 1 in 2K. Huh. What I also didn't mention was there's a chance this was supposed to be a dragon spear and we just got scammed. Most of the monsters in this game have access to a second drop table called the gem drop table. There's a rare chance on every kill to roll on this table instead of the monster's normal one, and this is how we've been getting gems like the ruby and diamond drops from earlier. There's a super rare chance though to get a dragon spear from this table, and that would be an insane upgrade to get. The part that sucks is, for whatever reason, you can't get one if you haven't completed Legends Quest, and we definitely have not done that, and also, why is that even a thing? If you get the D spear roll and you haven't done the quest, it gets replaced with this Chaos Talisman, which is totally useless for us. The spear is 128 times rarer than the talisman, meaning that every time we get this drop, there's a 1 in 128 chance it would have been the spear. So that's a fun, depressing thing to keep track of. Also, mind runes. More mind runes. Dude, another genie? We have gotten so many. This is great. Oh, here we go. Key number 2 feels good. That is kill 195, which is actually really good. Oh, death runes. That's our first death rune drop on the account. That's really cool. 47 strength, hold up. Nice. Mind runes? That's over 60. I think that's just enough for something pretty big. Last episode, I hinted at trying to kill a more dangerous enemy, and now that we've got enough mind runes, I think we're ready to try to take on a black demon. Black demons are the highest leveled monsters in the Edgeville dungeon, and they also drop some of the best equipment. The most common upgrade is the black sword at a rate in 1 in 32. This is one of the best things we can get right now because of how much it'll speed up the Chaos Druid grind. There are 3 other drops that are pretty rare. The Mithril Kite Shield is probably the least exciting of the 3, but it would definitely be an upgrade over the iron one. The Rune Med Helm and the Rune Chain Body would both be phenomenal to get. The Rune Med Helm would be about the same defense as a Myth Kite Shield, but the silver lining is we can easily use it while maging, which is probably gonna be how we're killing Obor. Most armor in this game reduces the accuracy of magic attacks, but medium helmets do so the least. The Rune Chain Body gives an absolutely massive amount of defensive bonuses. It would literally more than quadruple our current bonuses, probably even letting us fight the Hill Giants normally. It would reduce our magic accuracy by a lot though, so I'm not sure we'd be able to use it against Obor. And finally, but maybe most importantly, black demons have about a 1 in 43 chance to drop cooked lobsters. These would heal us for 12, and they're the prime candidate for our main source of food for Obor. Okay, so here's the strategy. I died to create a gravestone to store all of our important stuff in. It's kind of like an insurance policy, but I don't know if it's gonna work against other players. I guess the other option is to not do this though and for sure lose everything, so I think it's probably worth trying this. Whew, okay. We're about to go to the deepest part of the wilderness we've ever gone so far, and I am literally shaking. We gotta watch out for other players the entire time. This is actually horrifying. All right, everyone be quiet. Okay, he can't kill us. They can though, holy shit, 16? Magic. 15 magic. So far, so good. We did it. Holy shit. First ever black demon, and we got literally nothing. All right, well, let's get out of here. Ooh, bank time. All right, cool. Okay, we don't need to keep the seeds on us, so we'll store these. Probably don't need these arrows either. I think that's good. One step closer to finishing the outfit and getting XP lamps from this guy, and damn it if I won't look great doing it. 29 prayer. Key number 3 for me. Thank you. Yes, dude, give me those mind runes. 45 HP. 48 strength. I'm swimming in these, thank you. All right, more death runes, cool. It's kind of funny though that we're excited about mind runes when death runes are like clearly the better one, but future Looty will be happy about that. 30 prayer. Gods, we're getting strong. Give me that golden lamp, you beautiful bastard. Dude, we already only need 3 more for a level. This is so much better than level 1. More death runes for future Looty. More mind runes for present Looty. Damn, another giant key, sweet. We've been getting so lucky on this. Look at this loot tracker. They're a 1 in 128 drop. So like, what, 500 of these we should have killed for this? Level 50 strength. 46 HP. And 56 combat. Surprise. Is flinching 1 at a time too slow? You ever think, boy, I sure do wish the repetitive strain injury my doctor promised I'd get would get here faster. Well, the Looty flinch, trademarked, might just be right for you. But maybe not for me, because this is literally twice the effort, and I don't know if I'm about that life all the time. If I feel like I need to speed up the training a little bit, I'll probably start doing this, because it literally is twice as fast, and honestly, it might be the exact same speed as attacking normally, which is pretty cool. You know what else is pretty cool though? 31's big. This is our best in-slot offensive prayer we'll probably ever get on the account. It's 15% higher max hit, which will be really good for flinching. Mind runes. I figure we might as well try out this new prayer, right? So I've lined up the hill giant with the prayer orb on the mini-map as closely as I can. This makes it easier to turn the prayer on and off really quickly. If I leave it on all the time, it drains way too fast. So this is probably the only way we're gonna use this prayer for the time being. And apparently it makes us have a max hit of 9 instead of 8. Oh God, what is the drop rate of this? Okay, it's rare drop table, let's see. It's a 1 in 5,500 chance. And it does absolutely nothing for us. You used to be able to chuck these at level 40 range, I think, but now they can only be used as ammo for a weapon we'll never be able to get. Thanks, Jagex. I'm gonna keep them at a spite. Ooh, another fishing random? Boo, it's Pete. I don't want to talk to Pete. I wanted to get some fishing XP, but the Prison Pete random event actually has some pretty good rewards, so my bad, Pete. The most notable ones are the XP lamp, the toad flax and the snapdragon herbs, and the Ugthanki kebab, which would actually be super good for us because they heal for 19. I didn't mention this in the last video as a possible food source because, I mean, look at how rare this is. The odds we get this are abysmal. And that's why I wanted the fishing random. Well, our inventory could not be more full, so let's drop it off at Death's office and see how we're doing. We're already a third of the way full? Holy shit, man. I wonder what it's gonna look like when we have to finally get our first bank and lug every single thing over 1 inventory at a time, but that's a later Looty problem. All right, just gonna grab the relevant stuff here and then grab ourselves another looting bag. 51 strength. Thank you. Freaky Forester number 2. Don't think we were supposed to see that stunt double. Just give me 1 sec. I want to admire all of this green beauty. Basically like everything we don't have in the Edgeville dungeon. Well, I know who's winning every single fashion contest from here on out. My God, has science gone too far? Yes. Yes, it has. This is not even worth doing. It's pretty funny though, especially picturing someone coming down here and stumbling upon me taking on 3 hill giants at the same time. I think there's a whole industry built around that actually. 32 prayer. 47 HP. 52 strength. And that too. Oh wait, no, that's actually important. Wait. That is over double the combat level of the hill giants and the smaller hobgoblins. So the bigger ones now are the only thing we have to worry about down here. Well, and Obor too, but after those 3 hill giants, I don't even want to think about him. Nice. Halfway to double digits on the giant key. And this is probably a good spot to flip back to the Chaos Druids. 46 attack. Oh, so many mind runes. They're so much better than hill giants for mind runes, holy shit. Level 9 Herblore. That's 2 more to go until we can clean Terramin, the 3rd herb. Oh my god, again? Jagex, I will literally take anything else. Except EOC. Oh, you just love to see it. Very glad you can get XP lamps in the Wildy. $47 attack. 60 mind runes felt pretty good for the Black Demon trip, so I think that's what I'm gonna aim for. So every time we die to store our stuff in Death's office, if we've got at least 60 mind runes, I think I'm gonna go kill a Black Demon with them. All right, I've got a pretty good feeling about this one. 16 magic. Yep, pretty good feeling. Well, since the zombies aren't aggressive anymore, I suppose we can just stand right here. The little incremental upgrades, or improvements, I guess, feel really good. Like, surprisingly so. And I think we're actually starting to get a hang of the whole survival part of the challenge now. Mind rune. 48 attack and 58 combat. 48 HP. Mind runes. 33 per air. I know I just talked about 60 mind runes being the cutoff, but we had a few left over, so I'm gonna try out 50 and see if that'll cut it. 17 magic. And that's Wind Bolt unlocked, which is big. We've started unlocking the bolt spells. We're gonna use the Earth one for Obor, so this is a new max hit. 18 magic. Jesus, we had 1 mind rune to spare and we got nothing. That's awesome. I was not looking forward to flinching with the steel longsword, so maybe we just flip back to 60 in case we get unlucky. Cooking, 24. Mind runes. 49 attack. It feels really bad seeing these super rare drops and knowing we'll never ever be able to do anything with them. If you get both halves of the key, you can put them together, open the chest in Taverley for a Dragonstone, and there's some other loot from it that would actually be... Oh. No, even for our account, it sucks. Man, this thing's dated. There's no boss in Taverley either, so obviously we can't ever use this. I'm gonna keep it as a trophy though, and you can't stop me. Mind runes. I feel like we're blowing all of our luck on XP lamps. God damn. 1 more to go until we hit level 3 and start getting 30 XP per lamp. 50 attack and 59 combat. Time to switch back to training strength. I'm ignoring defense for the time being because it's like we're not having a super big food crisis anymore. And it's not really improving our DPS at all like strength and attack would. And the more damage we deal, the more experience we get. So, strength. Mind runes. 25. 26 cooking. There is new information available from the cooking tutor. If only there was some sort of way we could search for information. If only we had that. And that, my friends, is the 2000th Chaos Druid killed. Here's the loot tracker, and I must say it's looking pretty okay. I can't wait to actually use some of these herbs we've been storing away in the future. That's gonna be awesome XP. We're 1/5 of the way through the Chaos Druid grind now, and my god is this slow. You know what's even slower though? Getting agility levels. I can't predict what random events we're gonna get in the future, but I feel like we've been pretty lucky so far with the number of XP lamps we've been getting. Even at this pace though, I don't think we're gonna reach level 12 in time for Obor, which means we're not gonna be able to get the Staff of Earth. No accuracy bonus from the staff, and manually casting every single spell during the fight. Not ideal. This isn't the worst part for me though. It's actually the fact, don't tell anybody, I've been losing sleep at night waking up thinking I've been PK'd by another player in a 2004 medieval clicking simulator and then subsequently having to log in to double check that I'm still alive. No, this is not a joke for the video. This is real. So yeah, I'd really like that to stop happening, so screw the marathon. I'm just gonna sprint through this grind and hopefully my nightmares don't come true along the way. All right, this is it. Here we go. Level 11 Herblore, and that is Terramin. We've got 3 whole herbs we can clean for XP now, and in 1 level, we'll be able to make strength potions. That is huge. 50 HP, and I'm noticing that the level gap between us and everyone else down here is starting to shrink, including the bots, which is kind of scary, because if someone wants to kill the bots, they could also kill us. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about guzzling nut just yet, though. So here's what we're gonna do about it. We continue sticking to the level 1 wildy as much as we can, so only players within 1 combat level of us can attack. On top of that, at level 25 magic, we unlock our first teleport spell, Teleport to Varrock. Teleporting does give XP, but luckily for us, you get the XP before you teleport. Meaning, as long as we're in one of our allowed areas when we cast it, teleporting is technically within our rule set. So in a couple levels, we get an emergency out. PKers could still technically cast Teleblock on us, but regardless, I think having a teleport spell is definitely gonna improve our odds of escaping should we need to. And hopefully this helps me sleep at night. 55 strength and a new max hit with the Iron Scimitar. Mr. Turpentine, what do you got? So, okay, I did leave out 1 random event food in the last episode, and it's this. Rick Turpentine can give a 2 HP healing spinach roll, which is worse than rat meat, by the way. So it's basically just a joke and is useless like 99% of the time. And we're pretty well good on food right now, so I'll probably start calling him by that other name for Richard. Mind Rune. Mind Rune. The most game-changing Herblore level we'll ever get. That strength potion's unlocked, and we're finally able to make potions down here and train Herblore properly. Our XP gains are going to absolutely skyrocket now. Strength potions are one of the best ones we'll be able to make for a very long time. Not only are they genuinely useful by boosting our strength levels temporarily, but they also give us a whopping 50 XP, and they're really easy to make. All we need to do is get some Terramin and vials of water from the Chaos Druids and then combine them with the Limpwort roots that the Hill Giants and Hobgoblins have been dropping. Man, I think this dungeon's actually so cool. Between this interaction, the cooking fire and the rats for the rat meat, and the beer glasses and the barrels of ale, it really feels like it's got its own little ecosystem going on down here. Mind Rune. That feels so good. I'm gonna stock up on a few of these, and then we'll switch over to the Hill Giants and grab some Limpwort roots to finish them off. 35 prayer. Mind Rune. You know what? Let's give these Hobgoblins a try instead of the Hill Giants. They drop the Limpwort roots way more commonly, but we probably can't flinch them super easily because the level 42s are still aggressive, so let's see if we can just fight them normally. Yeah, honestly, I kind of need it. These guys are slapping us, so I think we just go back to plan A and fight the Hill Giants. Speaking of, should probably grab these half-finished potions while we're at it. Oh, this is the first strength potion. Here it is. Dude, the first ever potion on Bossinbound. All right, well, that's as good as that's ever gonna feel. Call me crazy. I picked this up by accident, but call me crazy. I think I'm gonna keep it for the +1 magic attack bonus. We're only 1 drop away from 60 mind runes if we go back to the Druids, and it is technically an upgrade against the Black Demon. 56 strength and 61 combat. Mind rune. Yay! Chaos Talisman number 2. And that's a 1 in 64 chance. One of those was a D-Spear. Level 13 Herblore. So the next big unlock is going to be stat restore potions at level 22. But between then and now, literally none of these unlocks are at all useful. So just be aware of that, I guess. I haven't really been to this part of the dungeon before because there hasn't really been much of a reason to. But just before the monkey bars are a whole bunch of deadly red spiders, which I feel like is a bit of a joke of a name, to be honest. They're like level 34. Did they name themselves this? Because I feel like nobody else would have. And they're eggs. There are 6 sets of eggs and they respawn after a minute, so they're pretty easy to collect. Once we start making potions out of Hairlanders, we don't have to worry about getting Limports from Hill Giants. The secondary is free and it's right here. The downside is that these potions, they just suck. All they do is restore stats that have been lowered, but none of the important ones. They do nothing for HP or prayer. Even down here where we're constantly fighting an enemy that lowers our stats by 2, it probably isn't even worth using because right after you drink it, the stat's gonna be lowered again. You know, it actually would have been pretty useful for restoring our attack stat after drinking beer now that I think about it, but I don't think we're all that concerned about healing for 1 HP at a time anymore. Still, we're gonna be making a ton of these because all of the ingredients are right here and they give us 62.5 XP every single time. All right, we're over 60 mind runes, so let's see if we can get lucky with a Black Demon. 51 HP. 21 magic. Never lucky, dude. Well, we've got 4 more Terraman potions to finish, so back to the Hill Giants. Dude, what is going on? Why is this place so packed? And why are they all massive chads? I barely ever see a single person over here, and I just saw the D-Long Rune Med combo meal and this Rock Shell Champion with what? Is that a Fremenic helm? Okay, I gotta hop. There are way too many main characters in one place. Mind Rune. 14 Herblore. 57 strength. And that's a new max hit with the Steel Long. Giant key for me, and that makes number 6. And same kill, 36 prayer. And 62 combat. So that's 1 more prey level to go until Protect from Magic, which is gonna be amazing later. But not now, but later. I know most of you know this, but super quick overview time. Protection prayers, unbelievably good. Against most enemies in the game, protection prayers prevent all of the damage as long as you choose the right one between melee, magic, and ranged. They're big prayer drains, but there are ways to get around that if I want to be super sweaty. The next protection prayer we get, Protect from Missiles, is the one that we'll be using against Obor, and it's gonna prevent 50% of the damage we take from him, so this is actually a really big thing to unlock. Oh, no, 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 Frog Prince, I know your tricks and you won't fool me again. I'm going to your home and we're gonna sort this out. Wow, and I thought I had it bad. No wonder they keep leaving. I'm gonna do the same. This sucks. You son of a bitch. You were working with him the whole time, weren't you? There's no winning with this guy. Hey, I was wondering when that would show up. Just 1 more rare item to collect and never ever use. Longbones are a 1 in 400 drop from any monster that can drop big bones. They're normally turned in for construction XP at this guy right here. The problem is, he's in Dorgish Khan, a quest-locked underground city with no boss in sight. This would have been pretty great for us, but currently there's no other way to turn these in, so they're just another collectible. 15 Herblore. Mind Rune. 27 cooking, and shout out to this bronze bodyguard for keeping me safe from the bad men. 58 strength. Mind Rune. Genie! Getting 30 XP at a time feels great. Hi, Editor Ludi here, chiming in to let you know that the footage for the 14th lamp has been lost, and the trust you and I have built is now forever broken, as I can no longer prove that I didn't go up to the outer world and gain exactly and only 20 XP to illegally hit level 3 and ruin the entire account just to save one single XP lamp. Well, now that that's out of the way, that's what I've been looking for. All right, here we go. Level 16, Herblore. Lucky number 7. Oh shit, that's 37 prayer, and protect from magic has been unlocked. 3 more prayer levels to go until we get protection from Obor. That's number 3. Getting closer to the mathematical disappointment of missing out on a D-spear. It's so weird to me that the game thinks the Chaos Talisman is one of my 3 most valuable items because it has 0 value to me at all. Level 17 Herblore. 59 strength. I feel like they should have made these giant keys, oh, I don't know, giant? Our final potion gets us to 18 Herblore, and that's back to Chaos Druids we go. Minor. 22 magic. I'll just let you figure out if that's good or not. Normal sized key number 9. Mind Rune. Into the double digits now. 53 HP and 63 combat. Mind Rune. Level 60 strength using an iron scimitar in the Edgeville dungeon. Gotta admit, this is a new one for me. 38 prayer. And that's level 19 Herblore. It says we can make Guamtar, but I don't think it's been paying too much attention to what we've been doing so far down here. Another rare death rune drop for future Ludi to enjoy. Oh, 51 attack and 64 combat. That was a lot of unexpected all at once. Ooh, is it a mime? Oh my god, this was Little Ludi's favorite event back in the day. I'd absolutely like to do one of these. I see absolutely no problem with this outfit, and I'm also fortunate that there is not a playground down in the Edgeville dungeon. 23 magic. Hey, Waterbolt, nice. That's a new max hit. And that marks the 3,000th Chaos Druid killed. We are almost a third of the way through the grind now. What? Why didn't that giant rat drop anything? I saw him spawn and no one else damaged it. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's wild. I don't know why. So yeah, looking it up, I've got nothing. Has anyone ever seen this? I'm so confused. I feel like this guy's really living up to his name. Is this guy stalking me? Oh shit, I guess we're gonna have to redo the de-aggro timer too because we left the area. Oh yeah. Name one better random event item. I'll wait. 52. And 20 Herblore, all right. Well, I guess we can start cleaning Hairlander now. They're pretty common, and in 2 levels, we can turn them into stat restore potions for probably the best XP we can get. Mind Rune. You know, I'm not really sure why I haven't been doing this the entire grind so far, but I'm gonna start picking up these myth bolts. I'm not sure when or where I'll be needing or getting a crossbow, but it only takes up 1 inventory slot, so it's probably worth picking up. And I guess we've missed out on probably around 700 or so by now, but I could still pull in like 1,500 by the end of the grind. 54 HP. 53 attack. Mind Rune. 39 prayer, and 1 more level to go until protect from ranged. Mind Rune. Ooh, another XP lamp? Dude, already only 1 more to go until level 4. I'm so glad we're past level 1. The progress actually feels real now. Mind Runes. Mind Runes. "54 attack, 65 combat." We're kind of starting to get up there, huh? 21 Herblore, and that's 1 more level to go until we get that massive XP boost of stat restore potion making. Ah, Mind Rune. Oh, giant key number 11. I wonder how many we're gonna have by the time we're ready to fight Obor. What is this? Finish your food. 55 attack. Oh, Mind Rune number 636. I wonder how many we're gonna have by the time we're ready to fight Obor. The final piece of the puzzle. Ready for this? Here we go. And that, my friends, is level 22 Herblore. So excited to make about 1 billion of these vials of red dye 40. But seriously, this is gonna be so good for XP. Very neat. Our first ever half-finished stat restore potion. All right, check out how easy this is. Let's grab some of these eggs, and I guess they just kind of dissolve into the unfinished red dye 40. Oh yeah, there's a wilderness task for these. Since we're here. Checkmate, game. Actually, now that I think about it, how do limpwort roots turn into strength potions? Questions for scholars. Damn, look at that XP. It's so good, and they're right there. Truly, this is one of the moments of all time. Mind Rune! 24 magic. Wow. I wonder why everyone skips this Slayer task. 2 black demons in 1 trip? I've been looking at that gravestone timer every time we do this, and I think we've got enough time to start doing 2 kills per trip. Obviously, as long as we've got 120 Mind Runes. So I wanted to see if we could. And if we can't, it's no big deal. We'll just be risking every single thing we've been carrying this entire time. 25 magic. And 30 GP. Wow. This is pretty sweet though. We've got Teleport to Varrock unlocked now, so the wilderness trip should be a lot safer. And we finally get to start using all those law runes that have just been gathering dust in the gravestone. I guess we can't really spam teleport to train though, because we'd be outside of our area after the first teleport. So none of the teleport spells will be a good use of law rune. I am stupid. I am so, oh my god. Telegrab, level 33. This could actually be so massive. Telekinetic grab lets you pick up items from a distance, and we unlock it at level 33 magic. The question is this: is it possible to hit the Earth Warriors from across the monkey bars? If we can, then we can probably also telegrab any loot that drops, meaning we wouldn't even need agility levels to get a Staff of Earth. Only one way to find out for sure. All right, let's give this a shot. No way, it actually works? Oh my god, that's so good! We can get a Staff of Earth for the Obor boss fight, yes! So I've been picking up this bronze arrow spawn every single time I came across it, and looking at our inventory, I feel like we might as well get this one too, right? Damn. 1K bronze arrows just from picking up one spawn 333 times. We are gonna have so many of these by the time we're ready to go. Look how easy this Herblore XP is, man. 5 potions just like that. It is not gonna get better than this for a long time. It probably also makes sense to combine all of these to make some empty vials, because I don't think we've got a good way to get them. 5 HP. Wow, it's already half full. I did not think we'd be filling it this quickly before we got our bank, but at this rate, we actually might do that. How many herbs are we gonna have to transport by the end of this, though? 56 and 66. 23 Herblore. It's finally happened! The plan's all coming together with the Dr. Jekyll anti-poison. Okay, let's kill this guy real fast. We don't lose this chance. All right, gonna drop the Terramin, so we asked for the Marintil. Beautiful, look at that. Now that I have it though, do I just like hold it in my inventory forever? I'll need it in the near future, but not until after Obor. But then how hard would it be to get another one if we stored it for later? I'm leaning toward putting it in Death's office though and grabbing a new one later, but I'm gonna think about it. Yes, 40 prayer. Protection from Obor unlocked. We are getting closer and closer to being ready. Also, this is just an amazing prayer to have for the rest of the account too. 3 more prayer levels until we're in the big leagues and we've got all 3 protection prayers. Mind Rune. Mind Rune. Mind. 24 Herblore. This is fast. Ooh, this is the one. Level 4 agility. 40 XP per lamp and only 3 more lamps to go into level 5. Huge. I know that agility levels aren't as exciting now that we can get a Staff of Earth without them, but agility is still a great skill to train, and crossing the monkey bars is still our lowest way to do it. For every increment of 10 agility levels, run energy restores faster. At level 1, you restore 1 point of energy every 4 seconds. At level 50, it increases to 1 every 3. You can think of it like this. At level 50, we restore run energy 33% faster than we did at level 1. Over time, this massively speeds everything up. Also, we're still gonna need the agility levels for bosses in the future, so it's kind of a no-brainer that we keep dumping the XP lamps into this skill. All right, we got more than 120 mind runes, so let's see if we can get 2 demons out of this trip. No drop, no level, never lucky. 26 magic. Well, shit. That kinda sucks. How rare is this? Do I wanna know? Okay, I looked it up. The Addy bar is 1 in 64. So it's rarer than the Black Sword and the Lobster, and about half as rare as any of the armor upgrades. Kinda brutal. 57 attack. Rune? Hey, that's a sweet level. We can clean Ranars now. We can't turn them into any potions until level 38, but most of you know how huge that'll be. Rare potions are pretty good. Well, I hate to say it, but we are officially dry on loot. Between the Black Sword, the Lobster, the Myth Kite, the Rune Med, and the Rune Chain, there's a 1 in 13 chance we would have gotten something useful by now, and that was kill number 13. Obviously, we're still gonna keep at it, but I was kinda hopeful we'd have something by now. That's level 26 Herblore, and we actually can make these energy potions with Harrowlanders if we can manage to get a chocolate bar from the Sandwich Lady. So don't you sleep on this training method of ours. Okay, no wait, I'm dumb. You need a pestle and mortar or a knife to make the chocolate dust out of the bar, so continue sleeping on this training method of ours. 56 HP. Oh, hey, a hard clue. But what are the odds it's a doable step? Completing a hard clue would be unbelievable. Like, seriously, I would not believe you. Currently, there are no steps we can complete, and if you include every single area we'll have access to in the future, at best, there are around 10 steps we'll ever be able to complete out of 176. There is something we can do called clue juggling, which I'm sure we'll have to resort to if we ever want to finish one, but that's a later looty problem. If and when we do complete one though, the reward casket could be awesome. There's a lot of good ranged equipment we could get, and of course, there's the exceedingly rare third age armor, but we're probably more likely to win the lottery than we would be to complete a clue and have the casket contain third age. A man can dream though, can't he? My dreams have been shattered. Moving on. 27 Herblore, love it. Big milestone in one level. Man, okay, with our genie luck, we are never getting a drop from the black demons, I swear. This is a special milestone. Not because every milestone is special in its own way and celebrating the little victories can be just as rewarding and fulfilling as the large ones, but because this marks the halfway point to level 12 agility. It's all downhill from here, but like in the good way. Rune. Level 28 Herblore. 41 Prayer. 28 Magic. Boo. Boo, you guys suck. We are now at 4,500 Chaos Druids killed, so almost halfway there. I think this makes it pretty obvious, though, that we definitely were not hitting 12 agility in time for Obor, so I'm pretty happy that we don't have to anymore. 60 attack and 68 combat. If only we had a dragon weapon. 29 Herblore, and that's Toad Flax in one level. Whoa! Hey, remember all those Toad Flax that we've been getting down here? Oh, you don't? That's probably because we haven't gotten a single one. You mostly get these through the Prison Pete random event or by growing your own with the farming skill. Pete hasn't exactly been generous, and we can't train the farming skill. So, not expecting this to be a very useful unlock anytime soon. 57 HP. No level, no drop, no dopamine. GD. I gotta get this guy something nice for Christmas. He's been so generous all year. One more into level 5. 61 strength. Oh shit, gotta book it. Oh, we can make this for sure though, right? All right, it's time to get our best in slot Fashionscape necklace. It is not time for that. Nope, that guy can attack us. Okay, nope, not happening. Hop worlds. Come on. Okay, you know what? All right, this'll do. I know we're probably fine, but I feel like even risking just 60 mind runes is a kind of big risk for us. 29 magic. Oh, wait, okay, full volume. This is big. Earthbolt has been unlocked. We've got the spell that we're gonna be fighting Obor with, and at level 35 magic, it'll then be at its strongest, and we'll be ready. This is awesome. I'm starting to get excited about the boss battle. I'm not getting these guys anything for Christmas. Well, we're halfway through the Chaos Druid grind. This has been brutal and terribly time-consuming, but we're doing it. For me, hitting the halfway point on things really makes it hit home that whatever I'm doing is gonna get done. It's possible, and that feels good. We're at that level now where it seems like almost everybody down here could attack us. I'm seeing people around our level everywhere in the wilderness, and it's way more stressful now. I am glad that we've got our ace in the hole at the Varrock Telly though, but I'll be even more glad when this is all over. Level 30 Herblore, Toadflax. Mind Rune?
Mind runes.
So, not to brag or anything, but we are now also officially drawing equipment too. Dude, please let this not all be for nothing. There's a 1 in 18 chance of getting armor, and we've got 18 kills under our belt with nothing to show for it. I'm starting to feel a little disheartened about this. Rune armor is pretty rare though, and that's probably the main thing we want at this point anyway. It's a 1 in 64 chance for us to get a piece, so it's not something I should be expecting, and whichever way this turns out, I have to accept that we did what we could and we got level 35 magic along the way. That's been the big goal this whole time, so it absolutely will be for something. We have officially reported 100 air orb bots to Jagex. Jagex, please do something about these. 31 Herblore. Doesn't do anything for us, but 31's a pretty good number. God damn it, every time. 58 HP. 30 magic. Bryo's staff is actually a big deal. We can get that. Oh my god, it's it. It's a Rune Med Helm. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's huge. Let's get out of here. Oh, okay. This is massive. That, like, doubles our defensive bonuses. Oh my god, look at it. What an upgrade. Oh, I mean, that's just beautiful. You love to see that, man. That's beautiful. So in the end, it was all worth it. We got lucky and got a Rune Med Helm from the Black Demons. This was the only upgrade we got this episode, but this is definitely quality versus quantity. This doubles our crush defense bonus and gives us more than 50% more range defense, both of which are going to be very important for the Obor fight. I'm very happy that we got an upgrade, but let's not forget that we still have 5 more magic levels to go, and not to be greedy, but that's plenty of time to get another. We still haven't gotten any lobsters from the Black Demons, so the solution for our food crisis might just be to go without. What was the goal of this account again? To get good? I think we might have to if we ever want to get out of here. At least we got the Rune Med Helm though, and now we know that we can get the Staff of Earth in time. Only 3 more magic levels to go until we can cast Telegraph with the staff, and 2 more after that is when our Earth Bolt spell becomes its strongest. Then, we can start preparing to take on Obor. We've killed enough hill giants to get 11 giant keys, and each of these is going to give us 1 chance at a unique from Obor's drop table. Additionally, the big bones the giants drop were definitely one of the reasons we were able to hit 40 prayer and unlock Protect from missiles. Another monster we killed a ton of were Chaos Druids. Killing over 5,000 of them has made a huge difference to our stats. Our attack and strength are starting to get rock solid, and our Herblore level has exploded since unlocking strength and restore potions. We still need to get to level 40 if we want to clean and trade an Irrit to Dr. Jekyll for that agility potion and start training the skill, but this goal isn't mission critical anymore because it's no longer the only way we can get a Staff of Earth. All in all, this has been a huge success. With any luck, we won't run into any more roadblocks on our path going forward, but if only I knew the grinds that were ahead of us on the road to Obor.